Good morning, students. Let's start today's session with Lesson 3 Humidity and Clouds. In the last session, we have already studied about humidity. Today, we are going to study about clouds and its types. Children, when you look up at the sky, you may notice that some clouds look very different from others. Clouds come in a variety of forms, and we will explore the different types of clouds in this lesson. So students, a detailed video will be shown to you on clouds and types of clouds. So watch the video and note down the important points. Thank you.
Clouds. Clouds are a form of condensation at higher elevation. Condensation occurs around minute particles in the atmosphere. Condensed water or snow particles in the clouds are very fine and almost weightless. And so, clouds float in the air. See this figure. Land and water get heated because of the heat of the sun. Air near the surface heats up, rises, and becomes less dense. As it goes higher, the temperature of the air reduces and the moisture holding capacity of the air reduces. Relative humidity keeps increasing. The water vapor in the atmosphere turns into water and snow. This is the dew point level of that air. The level of condensation is determined by the water vapor in the air. Keep in mind that the freezing point is also dependent on the altitude and water vapor. Because of condensation, fine particles of ice and water float in the air at a greater height. They accumulate around dust particles in the air and become larger in size. Their accumulation together is called a cloud. Because of vertical flow of the wind, they float in the atmosphere. Like a kite which floats in the air as it moves higher and higher, the clouds too float in the atmosphere because of vertical flow. Types of clouds. Clouds are found at different altitudes above mean sea level. Clouds which form at greater altitudes are formed from fine snow particles. The process of evaporation and condensation occur consecutively in the clouds. Specific type of clouds causes rainfall on Earth. The proportion of vapor is more near the Earth's surface. As we go higher away from the sea level, the amount of vapor decreases. Hence, the clouds at a lower altitude are larger in size, while the clouds at higher altitude are smaller. Cloud types. Clouds are formed at different altitudes in the atmosphere. After observation, we can divide the clouds into three main types on the basis of their altitude. The height from the base of the clouds is taken into consideration. If the clouds are at an altitude of 7,000 to 14,000 meters, then they are considered as very high clouds. If they are at an altitude of around 2,000 to 7,000 meters, then they are considered to be medium clouds. If they are at an altitude of less than 2,000 meters, then they are low clouds. High clouds. These clouds are mainly made up of ice particles. They can be classified into cirrus, cirrocumulus, and cirrostratus. Cirrus clouds are mainly wispy. Cirrocumulus clouds look like groups of small waves. Cirrostratus are like a bedsheet with wrinkles. They generally have a halo around them. Medium clouds. These include altocumulus and altostratus. Altocumulus are in the form of layers and have a wave-like structure. They are mostly white in color and have a gray shade. Altostratus are not very thick. The sun can be seen through them, as if seen through a milky glass. Low clouds. These consist of 5 types of clouds. Stratocumulus has layers. Their color is white to earthy. Round clusters of clouds can be seen here. Stratus clouds also have layers. They are ash-colored and their base is uniform. Nimbostratus has thick layers. They are grey-ash in color and cause continuous rainfall and even snowfall. Cumulus clouds. These clouds are formed extensively from 500 meter to 6,000 meter altitude. The vertical flow of the air adds to the formation of these clouds. These are huge and dome-shaped. They are grey in color. Cumulus clouds are an indicator of pleasant weather. The vertical expanse of these clouds increases so much that they turn into cumulonimbus clouds and bring rain. Cumulonimbus clouds. These are characteristic clouds which are indicators of thunderstorm. They look like huge mountains. These are dense and dark in color. They bring rain with storm and may sometimes bring hailstones, but such rain does not last long. The largest of these clouds bring rainfall accompanied with lightning. The top portion of these clouds has an anvil-like shape. The clouds have a positive charge at the upper end and negative charge at the lower end. The land below them always has negative charge. Due to difference in the charges, electric charges are formed and lightning occurs, lighting up the sky for a moment. The air around the lightning rises up because of the heat, and this leads to large thundering sound. As compared to other clouds, the raindrops of these clouds are larger because they move up and down a lot of times and accumulate more and more water. Drops become larger and larger and are unable to float in the clouds because of their weight. They fall in the form of rain. Sometimes the air in the clouds is very cold. As a result, these drops freeze and fall in the form of hail. We call them hailstones. Use your brain power. See these symbols used while showing the weather of a place. These predict sunny, partly cloudy with sunny dry spell, overcast or cloudy weather with heavy rain respectively.